Good morning. I'm going to be doing a self practice today. It's right after Christmas, and I just wanted to do kind of like a gentle practice with my Ashtanga, working on warming up the body, then doing some yoga drills with the transitions and closing. So it's very spontaneous to practice. Excited to share. I'm going to get started. Vande Puranam Charana Vende Sandara Shita Spatma Sukhava Bore Nisre Ase Changamikaya Mane Samsara Hala Hala Mahashantiye Abahu Purushankaram Shankachakra Siddhahinam Sarasra Sirasam Svetam Pranamami Patanjalim Om. You're welcome to join if you know Ashtanga Vinyasa or some of the poses you want to follow along with. That would be great. Swasti Prajabhyaha Alipalayamtam Nayena Magena Mahistraha Go Brahmanebhyaha Sumastu Nityam Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Om Shanti 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 Om Peace Peace Peace. thank you for joining me in my practice today. Let's see if I get the phone closer. All right, so yes, this practice was intense for me today. I think I haven't been as consistent with my practice. Not consistent, I'm very consistent, but specifically with my Ashtanga Vinyasa practice. I am doing yin yoga, Ashtanga Vinyasa. I'm doing an arm balance and inversion training, going through the modules, learning a lot of poses that I've never think that my body can go into. But learning proper alignment, anyone can do it. And that's what it's teaching me so much. But there's a calling for me to go back to my lineage, go back to my practice of just the Ashtanga lineage, of just doing the practice. Usually we do it every single day, and I can tell my practice is different now than it was before. When I was doing every single day, I was such progression. But since I've been adding in different types of yoga practices, naturally you're not practicing that same sequence every day. So I know it, but my body is not able to get as deep. Do I judge my body? No. It's the journey, it's the transformation, it's the growth. And it humbles me, gives me some awareness of myself and my body. Now the last pose maybe a lot of people have seen me in is called Shavasana. One of the most important poses. To lay on your back, relaxed, resting, and just being. No phone, no electronics, you're all in your head. And it really allows you to get into the body, into the present moment, and also seals the energy of your practice. Because with Ashtanga Vinyasa specifically, it's such a big movement with breath, a lot of movement, a lot of heat, and so a lot of intense movements in your body. So you need to balance, rest. So at the end of the practice, you lay there, and you lay there. And I did it very short. Should be like 5 to 10 minutes. When I was in teacher training, it's 5 to 10 minutes. You lay there for 5 to 10 minutes. The teacher would be like, you need to lay and rest. And gives your body time to just feel the energy from the practice. Because if you don't practice daily, it's fine. Everyone's different. When you practice every day with intensity, you notice things come up in your body. And I always say you need a day off. In our lineage, you do days off a week. But I, of course, do yin yoga to really allow myself to relax and like release, get deep into the ligaments. So yeah, I think there's a couple of comments. Let me see if I can figure this out with this phone. Okay. Hope everyone had a beautiful Christmas. Ooh. Just by the way, I'm Christine from Selfless Yoga, and just being myself, sharing my practice, no judgment. Practice isn't perfect, and that's what we don't see on the internet and social media. We see this perfect practice, this perfect shape, and that's not yoga. It is a part of it, of course, these postures, but it's not how deep your body gets into these poses. Everyone's body is different, right? And in the beginning, like, I couldn't do any of this stuff. And I had a teacher who guided me, and we didn't see each other personally. We talked to each other on the phone or virtually, right? And so this is why I'm here, because I'm a new yoga teacher. I've been teaching about a year, and I did my training in May. And there's something about this practice.
And so I just wanted to share as much as possible. So let me go through some of the questions. Oh, wow, I didn't even realize so many comments. Oh, hi, everyone. Oh, I'm so happy to be here. Hi. Wow, so many highs. Hey, do the split. Well, not today. But you have to warm your body up with any pose. Anyone can do a split. I mean, I can do it like sort of a split, but the thing is that you have to warm your body up. And my practice wasn't that today. Let's see. You're breathing. Yes, I'm breathing. Sometimes it feels like I'm out of breath. I'm trying to work on my balance of breath to movement. Progress. Everyone, yep, Christmas was great. Was with family, with my in-laws. I'm currently at my in-laws' house, loving it. Just being with family. For me, yoga has taught me a lot because sometimes we think about Christmas, the gifts, oh, what am I getting for Christmas? And this physical exchange, right? The materialistic change, get back and forth, which is beautiful too, right? We want to give. But there's other ways. If you don't have money, you can give through being with a person, being present with them, giving them all of that moment with them. You know, you can give by writing a beautiful letter, a poem to someone. That is so beautiful because it comes straight from your heart. It can be just doing activities together, traveling together. It doesn't have to always be something physical. And that's one of the things that, we love materialistic things, but those materialistic things are temporary, right? They're not gonna make you happy, right? It's having like, I've been learning. I'm just sharing what I've learned. And I would love to hear in the comments, you know, how just giving love and me being here after Christmas. I was going to actually do a practice on Christmas, but my daughter needed me, right? So you have this plan, you want to do something, but sometimes you just got to let it go. So I was going to wake up early and do a practice here. And I'm like, why on Christmas? Because it's a gift of yoga, a gift of practice. And it may not be a physical gift, but it's something to share and motivate. Maybe you don't do the practice, but you see this and you're like, maybe this is something I want to do for my new year. Maybe this is something I want to pursue. And it doesn't have to be a daily pursuit. It can be a pursuit in the moment, right? We go through phases and that's all good. We have chapters in our lives. So just know that physical gifts are great, but also doing other ways of giving gifts. The gift of yoga, the gift of being with someone and giving love. I love that. Love and compassion. It's all about meditating. Yes, I agree. Because like when I'm practicing, I have no music in this practice, no music. I have no TV on. My kids are sleeping or maybe just woke up actually, so I have to get off soon. It's just me, my breath, the movements, focusing on my bandhas in my body. So I'm engaging to make sure I'm just protecting myself. And yeah, it's like, so a whole hour and a half, no phone, no TV, just laying with myself, being with myself. It's hard. Think about it. Try to not be on your phone for an hour. Just put it away. Not sleeping, but being away unconscious. It's hard. So the nice thing about this practice, it allows your mind to focus on something, right? Keeps it one pointed. It allows your prana, your breath, to be more regulated. It also helps with your body, opening your body up. And it really helps with balancing. Let's see, what else? Another language. I'm so sorry, I don't know this language. It's Brazil. Hey, Brazil. Everyone's, thank you so much. For an hour, it gives me stress. I know you hear no phone. Yeah, I agree. No phone for an hour, it seems stressful. And this practice is great for I see you're a fighter. You do like martial arts, right? So it's so important to even stretch your body out when you do martial arts so you prevent yourself from injury. So you can be more mind-body connection. So you're faster, you're smoother. And yeah, like, because sometimes we forget about like just listening to ourselves and slowing down. And with my practice of yoga, it helps me slow down, focus more. I'm better at my job. I sleep better. I notice my body have changed. Sometimes for me, the physical body, I love my physical body, no matter if it's, I'm always a yo-yo up and down in my weight, but it's just all about making sure I'm healthy. I'm happy. I love myself. Not perfect, but you know what? This is what the higher power gave me. I'm good with it. And so practicing being with yourself for just a little bit lets you learn about yourself again, like grow within yourself. And good morning. Good morning, Calvin Jackson. Yeah, good morning. So I just wanted to share my practice, and I know it wasn't the smoothest. Am I upset about it? No. Because even if you're going to the gym and you're working out, or you're on the treadmill, or you're doing whatever, is it supposed to be perfect? No. And that's the beauty of any practice. Sitting in meditation, for me, very difficult. But I do it because I noticed the difference in my temperament and how I treat others and I treat myself. It's so interesting. I did a 10-day Vipassana silent meditation. Literally, 10 days, I couldn't talk. I couldn't make eye contact with anyone around me. I sat about 10 to 11 hours in meditation. Like we'd have an hour, then take a break, an hour, take a break, and couldn't socialize. And so that was really difficult. And, but then after a couple of days, I was like, oh my God, I love this. And when we were all done, I was like, yeah, I don't want to talk. I just want to be by myself. Just not in a bad way. Sometimes you realize like, I actually like being with myself and having some quiet time and peace. When you practice that, it's real. It's really nice. I need to start meditating. I feel I'm losing myself lately. I get it. Yeah. Especially if you're a fighter or you're in martial arts, you're in different lineages, not lineages. Could be you're in different types of things of working out. Yeah. It's hard. And I'm going to do a meditation series, and it's going to be simple. And to remind yourself that meditating, your mind is there to protect you, right? When you're fighting or you're doing a certain activity, or if you're jumping or anything, even as you walk, your mind is trying to protect you. And so when you're sitting in quietness, your mind is trying to protect you, right? But it doesn't understand that you're sitting just to be. It's thinking like, I need to protect you, right? So you have to train your mind. And I'm still training my mind. But since when I do it consistently meditating, it feels like a big rush. Like calmness just comes with it. It's not even I'm trying, it just happens. And like when I'm meditating, it's with practice, of course. We'll do a meditation series. And I feel more myself. I feel calm. I'm not as reactive. I react. I'm a reactive person. And so I'm learning to not be reactive. It's not cool, it's not nice. And that's one of the things I've been learning in yoga, like the yamas and the niyamas, like how you're in society and how you treat yourself. And when you're not your 100% yourself and you're stressed and you're uncomfortable and things are going on, things happen, people pass away, or, someone hurt you, or we put these things on ourselves and our body holds on to it. But you have to learn to release it, and it's hard. But knowing that when you're meditating, you have all these clouds of thoughts in your mind. Sometimes we're so harsh on our thoughts. Maybe just sitting with those thoughts, like watching them like clouds in the sky, and then going back to something. Maybe your breath, maybe your mantra. And even for one breath, you focus on it. And yeah, your mind goes back. That is a win. That is a win. And so, yeah, that's why the Vipassana meditation course I did was really rigorous, but it allowed me to really feel the sensations in my body. And it's called anicca, reminding yourself that every moment is temporary. The most beautiful moment of yesterday was amazing, right? Like family, friends, And that moment can also not be so great. It could be loneliness, not being with someone that, because life is, it's not the same for everyone. But knowing that those moments are all temperature, the good and the bad, because they're gonna keep changing, fluctuating. So I'm probably rambling. I no one wants to hear this, but I just wanted to share. Let's see what else. Are you a mother? Yes. I know moms want the best for us, but need some advice. Yeah, I know. I'm a mother, and I have two children. I have a 5-year-old and a 12-year-old. And no, not a 5-year-old. Oh my God, 5. I think she's 5. She's 7. So 7 and a 12-year-old. And it's a lot of challenges having children. I love having children, but it makes me learn to be a better person. You want to be better for your children, right? And they teach you so much. I've learned to just listen to my children because they are teachers and guides. And, as adults, we think we know everything. We don't. Like children, we have to give them that confidence to know that sometimes you're right, sometimes you're wrong. I'm right, I'm wrong. And that's a huge lesson that I've learned and I love. I'm in love with a woman I want to marry. Okay. And wishes to marry. Okay. Well, I know it's tough when you're in a situation, you're in a relationship, and some people don't accept that relationship, right? But just remember that it doesn't matter what anyone thinks. It's about your happiness. I'm in an interracial relationship. My husband is Caucasian and I am African descent. And to me, the layer of my skin, the layer of his, is not what's really important. It's, the connection, the communication. And at the end of the day, your happiness is everything. I'm not a therapist, for example. I'm just a yogi. But I would say always go with your heart. And a kind heart and an open heart will always win. And I've had a lineage of family members with very old mindset, that's how they knew. That's what they grew up with. Can't blame them. But just being true to yourself and knowing what's going to make you the happiest is everything. And love doesn't have a color. It doesn't have a shape. It's just a feeling. I can be wrong. Maybe you have a different definition of it. But just knowing that the peace you'll have within yourself with being the people you love. And even those people who you love are not the most nicest, just knowing that they're going to be the way they are. You respect it. You still love them, right? Because there's so many people who don't have family in their lives and would love any type of family member. And just having compassion and sending something called metta, which I learned. Sending that loving energy, of course, to yourself, but spreading it to your friends, your family, the people in your area, people in your state, people in your country, people in the world, people in the universe. Like, that's what I just feel like when I practice at times. Sometimes the practice is not for me. Sometimes the practice is for others, to share it for others. And that's why I put myself out there. I'm being very vulnerable, can be very uncomfortable, but you know what? People are gonna judge you if you're happy. People are gonna judge you if you're sad. Is that gonna make me unhappy? No. I'm just gonna be myself, and we're gonna love each other. I'm gonna love you regardless if you don't like me or not, because I'm gonna send you positive energy. Because maybe you're going through a tough time, and I've gone through that. So I totally get it. But I know it's the day after Christmas, and I'm here talking and yapping, but just wanted to share as much as possible. And at the same time, I want to learn from you. And what can you teach me? Because we're a community. I don't know everything. And so, yeah. Well, I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of their day. And I have some videos, other lives, and would love for you to watch them if you want to. And if you don't, it's all good. You're here today. And just sending you love, happiness, and I hope you have a great, great day. Namaste.